I'm talking today with Patrick Akers, owner of the newly constructed and operational Qdoba restaurant here in Sheridan, Wyoming. And Patrick, can you tell me a little bit about what was your decision to get into the Qdoba franchise?
I started looking at Qdoba franchise and what they had to offer, and I liked the concept, and it's fresh, it's healthy, and it's something new to Sheridan, and it was something that I didn't see that there was anything like it in Sheridan. I got my franchise agreement from Qdoba Corporation, and from there just started looking what are my options as far as financing the deal and getting it to go.
What were things that went into your choices? How did you determine what kind of structure you were going to do? And can you tell me about some of those things?
When we structured the loan, we had to make sure that the financing and the numbers, first of all, checked out, and we made it viable and that we could be in business. And also how that would look, what the payments would be. And for me, I had known different, I'd gone to different banks, and I just felt most comfortable with First Federal. I did my home mortgage through First Federal, and it just seemed like a good fit at that point.
Now, I know we had looked at some different loan programs and structures, and we ended up relying on the SBA 504 loan program. And that program has several advantages with the amount of equity required is typically lower, and payment structure can be better managed. From a large sense, can you talk to a little bit about how that's been advantageous to you as far as starting a new business and the capital that requires and the planning and how those two kind of intersected?
Mm-hmm. The SBA loan was it made sense for us because we could bring what equity we had and what we had spent on all prior expenses into the loan and add that to it. So it wasn't additional money that had to be spent to acquire the land and the building and those kind of things. So it made sense to go with the SBA 504.
Now about that program, you purchased land here at the site of the Qdoba. You had to do some engineering and architectural things. You constructed this beautiful building. You've got pop machines and tables and chairs and all kinds of stuff going on in here. Did you have to do a couple of different loans, or were you able to roll that together? And then you had the construction part going on. Can you talk a little bit about, it seems like a lot of moving parts. Can you talk a little bit about how that all worked for you personally and for your business?
For us, it was something that we went through, and I was able to reach out to people that were in the business, and they helped me a lot. I had a good lawyer. I had a good bank to work with Patrick and First Federal. I had a good franchising company in Qdoba. So those things all really helped out a lot, and we were able to pull it together.
And a nice operation going today. And I guess I'll just say that, in my experience with these different kinds of loan structures, the ability to roll the land and all the soft costs, the construction of the building and the furniture, fixture, and equipment, sometimes those items can be hard to finance, but with the SBA 504 program, you can roll those all into one loan over a longer term, and I think it hopefully puts less stress on you and the business as far as meeting the debt obligations.
I was able to structure a less risky payback. For them, they were paying it back in 10 years, and we structured our loan so we could pay it back in 20 years, but we could also pay it back sooner. So it was nice to have that all in one. And this loan also gives us options where if we want to pay it back sooner, we can, or if we need that time, we have it too. So the loan is flexible. It's all in one. It's easy to manage. It's not 4 different websites or 4 different areas I need to go to.
I think the SBA program helps with that in so many ways, as far as the lower down payment, a predictable payment over time so that the owner can preserve capital, as well as giving the owner the ability to build some wealth over time. Well, I know my family and myself have been in your establishment more than one. My kids love it, and the feedback that I've heard in the community has been great so far. So congratulations, well done.
All right, thank you.
You bet.